Hey, Bailey Station families. It's so good to be talking to all of you. We're doing great here at Bailey Station. Everything is going well with COVID. It's kind of just secondary to what we do. The teachers are used to it, the kids are used to it, and we just move right along with that. So that's really not an issue. We're staying as safe as we can. What I wanted to talk to you about is something I've mentioned in my prior videos, and that is Orton Gillingham. So just so you know that our kindergarten through second grade teachers use a systematic, multi-sensory, explicit approach to teach students how to read and to write, and it's called Orton Gillingham, okay? And it is an intervention that we use to help our younger kids with the foundation of reading so that when we get to third grade, so that when they get to third grade, we have proficient readers in third, fourth, and fifth, and students that aren't struggling with fluency and therefore struggling with comprehension. So it's so important in these younger years to lay that foundation. And Orton Gillingham is just a wonderful intervention we are using right now to help our students learn to read. And I've said before that our K-2 students have been, they have received extensive training. Every teacher received it. It's about $1,200 per teacher, 8 to 5 for an entire week, and they are now fully trained and we are fully implementing it, okay? Last year, we only had about 2 teachers trained per grade level. So it wasn't implemented with fidelity simply because everyone wasn't trained. But this year, everyone's trained, okay? Now, I'm about to send you another video and I want you to see it in action. This is going to be our kindergarten kids. This is going to be a brand new teacher. She's one of my first year teachers, Miss Hassel, okay? Never taught before, right out of college, and she has been trained in Orton Gillingham. And what you're going to see is our students using the Orton Gillingham methodology to spell the word Wisconsin. Now, these are 5-year-old babies, okay? That's a 3-syllable word, Wisconsin. The teacher's going to take them through the process, all the steps using Orton Gillingham to figure out how to spell this word. Then when you see our kids begin spelling it, I want you to know that teacher has covered that word up. They are not looking at the word Wisconsin anymore. They are spelling it independently based on what she's reminded them, what techniques and strategies she's reminded them to use that they've been learning all year long. Okay, before I send you this video that I have just watched over and over, I love it. I want you to know some other things that are important. Last year, we did not fully implement it because, like I said, we only had about 2 teachers per grade level trained, but now everybody K-2 is trained that teaches reading. So I went back and I pulled our STAR data, our benchmark assessments for STAR, okay? I went and pulled our winter assessments for last year, and then I have this year's winter assessment, okay? So benchmark from last year compared to benchmark from this year. And why did I do that? I wanted to see the difference in how our students are performing now that we have fully implemented Orton Gillingham. So when I look back at the winter benchmark in kindergarten, at this time last year, 34% of our kindergartners were reading at the 90th percentile or higher, okay? This year, the same time, using Orton Gillingham, that number has increased to 43% of our kindergartners are at or above benchmark in reading. So it's gone from 34 to 43. First grade, listen to this. First grade, last year, winter benchmark, 35% of our students were reading at the 90th percentile or higher of reading on or above benchmark. This test, the winter benchmark this year, it has increased to 55% of our students are reading at the 90th percentile or higher. So we went from 35 to 55. And guys, remember this, those are our kindergartens from last year who pretty much missed the last, how many weeks of school? We got out pretty much from March on. And they've jumped from 35 to 55. And then second grade, comparing last year's winter benchmark to this year, we've gone from 27% of our students at the 90th percentile or higher in reading to 36% of our students at the 90th percentile or higher. So we've got 43 in kindergarten, 55 in first grade, and 36 in second grade that are reading at the 90th percentile or higher. And I have to believe that those big jumps from year to year, from last year's winter to this year's winter, is the difference has been us implementing Orton Gillingham to the fullest. And I want you to see it in action because it is so fun to watch, okay? You may even see some of your kids tapping or using their fingers at home to spell. So anyway, I'm going to be sending you a second video really shortly. Take time to watch it. It'll blow your mind, and it sure does ours. Our teachers are so empowered right now. They feel so good about what they're doing, and they are doing a phenomenal job. If you have not stopped to email your K-2 teachers, please stop and tell them. Email them and say, you're amazing, because they need to hear it. And that goes for 3 through 5 as well. But the most important thing in reading is our foundational grade levels, making sure that they set that literacy as a focus point in those lower grades, so that when we get to 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we don't have non-readers anymore. Because believe it or not, it happens that we have 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders who can't read proficiently. And we believe that this step is going to help prevent that from this point moving forward. All right, guys, lots of information, but here comes the next video.